Well, you may have heard of Tacos Not Bombs, a group of people offering free meals to homeless people on the weekends. But recently they started a new service in addition to serving food. Volunteers starting the program called Street Books, reading materials such as books and magazines available for the homeless since they cannot rent books from libraries.
It's really a wonderful way not only to provide reading materials to people who come to Artesian Park, but it's also a way to engage in dialogue with people in our community who come here to eat.
Gallegos Gomez says the books are all donated by the community. If you'd like to help, the group gathers at Artesian Park on Sundays.